Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of the Geek Out Championship Wrestling Podcast. I am your host with the most, Mr. Chris Nolan, and across the ring from me is my co-host with the co-most, Mr. Timmy C.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
What's going on?
Not much. How are you, sir?
Great to see you again.
Yeah, I have been on the road so much this past month.
I feel like
it's been kind of ridiculous.
It's been forever since I last saw you. Like WrestleMania seemed like so long ago.
It does.
You know?
Yeah.
But so awesome.
These headphones are very bassy, so I'm going to take them off because I feel like it's not a good representation of how we sound.
Well, you get to show off your crown a little bit better when you do that. So
yeah, I do.
Rub it in.
The headphones don't fit quite so well around the crown, so I've gotta choose.
I don't know how you do it, but the lighting always hits it the right way where it's blinding.
Yeah,
and it makes me even more jelly.
That's why I put your chair right there, because I knew that's right where the glint goes.
And that's pretty messed up. So this big ring, I get this little chair.
Yeah.
While you are essentially
you're
sitting
basically
on
in like a child's, like a toddler's stool.
Right. And you're sitting on like this throne over here. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's made from the crowns of all the people that I've beaten in my prediction past.
And my tears. Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Your tears are the glue.
Right. Well, at least it's earth friendly.
Yeah, right?
Daniel Bryan would love it.
Yeah. Well, you know, I gotta stay conscious of the tag people's champion.
Yeah, of course. So how about wrestling, man? Like, what is going on? I feel like we're in a funk.
We really are. A lot of people. I mean, granted, I've only been watching for, I guess it's about 4 years now. A lot of people always talk about this like post WrestleMania slump.
Yeah,
I don't remember feeling it as bad as I do right now. Like, I haven't watched almost for 2 weeks now. Actually, like when you walked in, I was like, I haven't watched any wrestling this week, and you were like, that's fine. You know, you're not missing much.
Right.
But like, truth be told, like, I only half watched Raw last week, and I did not catch SmackDown last week either. So it's been almost 2 weeks of no wrestling. I watched last week's NXT. I haven't watched this week's yet. That's still good.
Yeah, that's good program.
I hear the Glamazon is on commentary now.
Yes, and she's
good for
actually
her.
not bad.
Yeah, good.
She really is. Can I give you my thinking behind this?
Go for it. Yeah.
I remember that, you know, in the past, during WrestleMania, we would have a surprise.
Yes.
There would be somebody new. There would be a great call-up. And that Monday after WrestleMania, that was the exciting Raw, right? Because there was always, you know, there's a new person that they just signed. There's a surprise. Like, something happens where you're caught on for a couple months.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that Sami Zayn, who I think is one of the better things going right now, isn't really a surprise, but he's not enough to carry. And I think they didn't do a good enough job of breaking away from what they were doing prior to WrestleMania and really giving us a different flavor. We're still having vanilla. Like, give us something different that we can really get behind.
A little wowie zowie.
I think that's the best thing going. I mean, unfortunately, I hate clowns.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody that knows me knows that clowns are my nemesis in life. Although Joker is one of my favorite villains of all time when it comes to comics, but
of course.
But yeah, what a great concept. You know, to repackage himself. You know, as this funhouse character.
This demented Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, exactly. But he keeps his clothes on, which is nice.
Yeah.
A lot different from Pee Wee. I know you are, but what am I? But I think this is, I think those are the small things, but they're missing the big picture.
Yeah.
And the big, like, those are smaller in a sense that there's no titles assigned to them. There's nothing that's, you know, hitting them there. I don't know. What do you think?
Same. I mean, it really felt like the only thing other than Bray Wyatt, like, it was like the riding the coattails of Becky Two Belts. Yeah. And I think unfortunately, like, WWE just like kind of was like, oh, we can coast on the ice cream Christmas that we gave the fans at WrestleMania. And they're like, Seth won.
Yep.
So that title's on a real person again.
Right.
Kofi won.
Yep.
That was a great feel-good moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then Becky Lynch won, and the culminating of like her long-ass, as far as like current WWE is concerned, a very long storyline.
Well, and don't forget about the Roman Reigns sympathy tour.
Yes, that too. Like I think they thought that they had built up enough goodwill that they could just kind of coast on that instead of the usual where they're like, well, here's your next indie darling,
Right.
Like Ricochet and Aleister Black are cool and all, but like they're not the thing that's making me go, ooh,
right,
gotta watch again. And then this fucking the wild card rule.
Yeah, terrible.
I think in its essence, in its core, could be an interesting thing, but like just the way that like it was presented, like they just had the superstar shakeup.
Yes.
And then Roman comes on SmackDown and is like, "This is my yard now." And like, okay, cool. He's come and he said he's planting his flag. He's saying, "I'm going to dominate this bitch."
Mm-hmm.
And then 3 days later, or whatever, he sends out this tweet that's like, "I want to be back on Raw," or at least that's how it's perceived by me, the audience.
Right. Yeah.
And then the next Raw, Vince McMahon sitting there in the ring, being old, and I don't even remember what he was talking about. But then, ban, and he comes out, and then who was it? Daniel Bryan and Kofi came out too, and Vince McMahon. It's almost like he skipped ahead a couple pages in the dialogue and was like, "I've got it. This lack of conflict that's in front of me, I'm going to just say how I'm going to resolve it." Like I was like, I feel like you didn't need to do this.
No.
Like,
you know what would have been better?
Yeah.
Is if they did the wild card where it was NXT wrestlers would come up.
Yeah.
Just for a show or something, Like, how cool would it be to have, and you and I have talked about this, an Undisputed Era takeover?
Yeah.
I know they did it with Nexus.
Yeah.
I know they did it with Shield.
Yeah.
But give us something different. Give us something new. I mean, it's just, and the wild cards for the same people that we're tired of.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns, Shane McMahon,
Boo,
Charlotte Flair.
Ugh.
Like, enough. Like, stop feeding us people.
Lars Sullivan.
Oh yeah,
who I have turned on.
Delete those tweets. Delete.
You remember like a year ago when I was like, "Oh man, no, Lars Sullivan is great." Like you guys just aren't seeing it yet. Like I enjoy his matches. I hate the man.
It must be summertime because you're back to flip flop,
right?
That's right.
Yeah, Becky Lynch is the greatest.
Yeah, exactly. Alexa, who?
Yeah,
I didn't mean to turn it on. All right, so we've got Money in the Bank, which to me is one of my favorite gimmicks.
Yep. It's like Money in the Bank and Royal Rumble are way up there, and most of the other ones they fall somewhere around the bottom.
Yep. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah. I mean, that was my highlight of WrestleMania, was the Money in the Bank ladder match. I mean, that was a ton of fun. Blast. They made it their own pay-per-view, and I'm cool with it. So let's run down what we got, right?
All right.
One thing that we don't have is the bar.
The bar.
Unfortunately, Sheamus is dealing with a neck injury. Mm-hmm. We don't know if he's going to come back.
I heard rumors that might be career threatening.
Yeah, which, as negative as it is, could be a positive for Cesaro.
Could.
I would love to see a singles run by him. He is very athletic.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'd be very good.
He is the Swiss Superman.
And
until he turned heel, and then he became the Swiss cyborg Superman.
That's true. Because Cyborg makes him bad.
Yeah.
And what's the deal with your boy Leo Rush? I tell you,
unbelievable. So when I first heard the most recent stuff that he's refusing to like just go along and do like the not hazing, but like the young boy stuff that like everyone is supposed to do when you're coming up in the business. I'm like, what the fuck, man? He thinks he's big timing, WWE. But then, like, he put it in the perspective of, like, he is a young black man, and he doesn't like the optics of what it looks like for a young black man to be carrying in someone else's bags. And I'm like, okay, I very much, that is a very valid point.
Of course.
And like now I'm like maybe we don't need to do things just because they're traditions,
right?
And I was like, thank you for showing me that perspective. Something about the way that he's dealing with it, at least before he made that statement, like, was just like, oh, this asshole, because that's the way that he always,
of course.
It's the way he presents himself, like, but like, as soon as he was like, hey, look, I'm a young black man. This is what it looks like, or at least, like, this is how I'm perceiving it, and I'm worried about how other young black men are perceiving, if they're perceiving it the same way that I am. And I'm like, okay, fine.
Yeah, things aren't good, and Sasha Banks too.
Yeah,
I mean, what is going on? Like,
I don't. Well, I
think must be really bad, but backstage, you know.
Yeah, I don't know how many of the rumors about Sasha Banks backstage are true, because a lot of people are coming out, like, being, because, like, when it, like, at WrestleMania, like, people were like, oh, she and Bayley are, like, flopping on the floor, having, like, a temper tantrum. Then, like, other people were like, that didn't happen at all. She was just, upset that she was already, like, dropping the title or whatever, like, so whatever the rumors are, like, I get it. Like, Sasha Banks, I think we can all agree, has not, been treated like the big star that a lot of us fans think that she is.
Well, yeah, I mean, just look at what she did in NXT.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, and if she were able to get, like, the opportunities to work like she did at NXT, I think she'd be one of the top female performers in the company.
Right.
I mean, granted, she's still up there. She's still more or less in, like, the main event scene, but, like, she'd be, like, long reigning women's champion.
Sure.
Like she was in NXT.
Right. She'd be what Becky's doing now.
Yeah. Yeah. And it all started, I think, way back when she kept flip-flopping the title with Charlotte.
Yep.
Like that. Yep. As a fan, that was one of the most annoying times she's had.
She kept losing.
Yeah.
But she would win it in a non-pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's
almost like it was a waste.
Yeah, right. To keep Charlotte's winning at a pay-per-view record clean, they would get a rematch the following Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah,
I think Raw. And then fucking Sasha would win it there. It's like, what's the fucking point?
She became like the 3-time, champion.
Yeah, and
in a matter of a few months.
Yeah, Charlotte has almost tied her father's record.
All right, well, let's kick it off with a late edition. This is a kickoff show. This is the SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
Oh,
Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan, who won the belts.
I believe
Hardys.
You mean Daniel Bryan and Rowan.
Well, we'll call him Redwood.
Okay.
They took the belts from Matt and Jeff Hardy.
from Vacant.
Well, if Jeff Hardy was never hurt, Yeah. But anyway, they're up against the Busos.
Uh-huh.
And this is and surprisingly enough, Daniel Bryan in a kickoff show match.
Right?
I know where you're going.
Oh, do you? Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, let me be the first to surprise or not surprise. I don't know. Who knows? Not so. I don't even know, man.
You know my take.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Busos or nothing.
ABU. Anybody but the Usos.
So I don't know. Like I like Daniel Bryan. I like Rowan. As much as I do enjoy the Busos, like it's nice. It's nice to see, a new tag team. Not just like the same old tag teams
with some new belts.
Yeah. Oh man, have they unveiled
Not
new
yet.
hemp belts?
They're gonna do.
Oh, that's
that.
right. They just
Yeah.
did. They just get it like last night? Okay.
No, it wasn't last night. It was
Last week.
mhm.
Okay. So they've had a week. They haven't gotten their hemp belts.
No.
Boo. That's it. Boo says. No. Honestly, say what you will about my tendencies, but I calls them as a season. And Eric Rowan and Daniel Bryan have never gone up against the Usos, so this is the first time that I've had the chance to think of how I feel.
Ooh, here we go. We're getting sentimental.
I think it makes sense from a Smark perspective to leave the belts on them since they just got them.
I agree.
1 second.
God bless you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm allergic to my own bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, it makes sense to me for especially like a team like the caliber of Daniel Bryan and Rowan to have them for more than 2 weeks. Like if it were like Zack Ryder and
Hawkins,
and, Kurt Hawkins, like I'm shocked that they still have their belts.
it's because they haven't defended it. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the Revival, but they're busy scooting around in
right.
the ring, making Vince laugh in the back.
Yeah, I didn't see that, but I heard about that.
It's terrible.
Stuff.
It's awful.
Boosie hot.
Ugh.
But no. So I think I'm gonna smark and mark to Daniel Bryan.
All right, we're in the same boat.
Shocker.
I know, right? Well, you know me. Anybody
Yeah.
but those Usos.
Yeah.
Hey, but I'm consistent. I've been against them since day one-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've been for them until a better team came around.
Okay, Flippy. All right, we got the Cruiserweight Championship. Tony Nese, who just recently won it against Buddy Murphy.
Shocker to us. You know what it was? Buddy Murphy was too distracted by becoming newly single.
Right, breaking up.
Apparently back in September.
Yeah, why did it break recently? Who knows?
Because people want to have their private lives.
Yeah, that's true. Against Arya Stark. Who you picking?
So, unfortunately, it is 205 Live, so I have no real allegiance
to
there's anyone.
There's really been no hype.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe there would have been if you watched 205 Live.
Okay. Right. Again, I think if there was more to it. Look, when Buddy Murphy was champion, there was more talk about the Cruiserweight Championship.
Mm-hmm.
You take it off of him, crickets. I mean, come on, seriously.
It's like when Neville had the championship belt.
Yeah.
Like people were talking about it as soon as he lost it. Well,
no,
because he lost it. He lost it to that guy.
Of course. That's amore.
So the little bit of either of their matches that I have seen, I actually really like Arya Daivari.
Okay.
My sinuses are killing me right now.
Yeah.
I think
You poor guy.
it's all bullshit.
I tell you. It's all coming out.
Yeah, right.
Just don't mess up the belts before I get them, okay?
And it's
make
polish.
Sure, just make sure you clean all that up. You might be allergic to the polish that you're putting on them.
Maybe
because they are
that's
very shiny. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like those look impressive.
Yeah.
All right.
So something in my gut says that that they're gonna keep the belt on Tony Nese.
Agreed.
But I think I would mark out to Arya Daivari. I think, like I said, a year ago or so, when like I saw him in a match, I was like, oh, okay, that guy's pretty cool. I could see that going well for him.
It's hard for me to get behind Tony Nese. Bless you. It was hard for me to get behind Tony Nese when he was, going up against Buddy Murphy. So I tend to be in the same boat as you. Again, you got nothing, so give me something.
Real quick, there should be some Zyrtec on that desk next to you. Nope, the smaller bottle. Probably to the right. Possibly. Underneath all my blackmail. Okay. Is my backpack down here? Or up here? Is that my backpack right there by your... Alright, that might have some stuff in it. Just toss it to me. I'll dig through it. Ugh. Continue. Vamp.
All right. So, so I'm tend to be in the same boat as you. I'm up for, giving me something different. Tony Nese really brings nothing to the table for me. So I'm moving on to the next match.
Go for it.
U.S. Championship. Can you believe it? But Samoa Joe has the longest reigning championship right now on the main shows.
Of the people that currently have belts.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Rey Mysterio has been pretty impressive on TV. He continues to impress me, at least, for someone his age. But one thing that they've been doing the last couple of episodes of SmackDown is they're getting Rey Mysterio's son involved.
Right.
And
Dominic.
Yes. I feel like we've done
this.
this.
Is Samoa Joe Dominic's real father?
Maybe. Because Cesaro says that, he looks more like Joe than he does you, Ray. Oh, well, I'm going to fight you because of it.
Yeah.
I think I would mark out if Rey Mysterio won.
Yeah?
I think from a smart perspective, they keep it on Joe. Keep a belt on Joe because you have no other direction for him. But I think it'd be fun if Rey Mysterio won.
Yeah.
One last ride.
Okay. I believe we've talked about this in the past. I don't really have any real allegiance to Rey Mysterio beyond he was a stunt double for one of my favorite horror movie icons in one of my favorite horror movies. So I think I'm going to go both ways to Joe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shocker. Steel cage match. Shane O'Mac versus The Miz.
This is where I'm going to go pee.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't put it in a cage and make it interesting for me.
Well, I think they're doing that just so Shane gets his big bump. He'll do some big fall.
Jump off the cage for the 10th time.
There you go. But I'm going Miz both ways.
Yeah. Shocker.
Enough of this. Put it to bed.
Yeah.
This is over.
I'm going to talk for more time than this match is worth and say I want The Miz to win.
So your girl Becky's in 2 matches.
Yeah.
We'll start with the one on Raw.
I think you can guess which way that I'm going to mark out for both of these matches.
I know you're a big Lacey Evans fan, so this one really ties it in together.
Wah.
I will say she has been pretty funny on the microphone.
Yeah.
She's been pretty good.
Yeah.
But I think the Raw Women's Championship, I think Smark, Becky keeps the belt.
Yeah.
Mark, I'm not behind Lacey yet. But Smark and Mark for the Raw Women's Championship
right.
to Becky.
Okay.
I can guess where you're going.
Same. So, oddly enough, and maybe this is just some of the other podcasts that I listen to getting into my head.
Or the Zyrtec talking.
Who knows? High as a kite right now.
Ooh.
But
I just might stop.
Something is tweaking in my head that says the WWE really want to push Lacey as this new Charlotte, this new heel. And what better way to get over a heel than by beating your favorite champion? Now, the way I think that happens is that Becky wins her match against Charlotte, and that one is done first. And then during the match with Lacey, Charlotte interferes, and she loses that belt to Lacey, just so they can really drive home the fact that Lacey is the one that you're supposed to boo.
Of course.
Now, that is not to say that that's what I want to happen at all. I would love the reign of Becky 2 belts to go on ad nauseum. So I'm Markin to Lynch. Smarkin to Lacey.
Okay. Nice. Let's do the SmackDown
Let's do it.
Women's Championship.
Well, you already know who I'm smarking to.
You're going to smark to Becky.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I'm also going to mark to Becky.
And I am going to mark to Charlotte.
Right.
I feel that Charlotte should have won at WrestleMania.
Whoa.
And I think this whole Becky two belts thing is overrated.
Whoa.
And so as you thought that she would drop the belt to Lacey, I think she'll drop the belt to Charlotte because of a Lacey distraction.
Okay. So
just
basically,
the opposite.
yeah, I can see that.
So-
Charlotte is the bigger profile person, so it makes more sense to have a belt on her.
Yep. And I'm okay with that because
Yeah.
I'm, again, getting kind of bored of the Becky
Fair.
match thing.
So does that mean you're going to mark out to Charlotte winning as well?
I will mark out to Charlotte. I will smark to Charlotte as well.
Ooh.
That's right. You know me. I've been a Charlotte fan.
Yeah. I don't know why. But...
I don't flip flop.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
I've also been, we'll get to it. Roman Reigns versus Elias.
Yeah. The hottest fight on the card.
Oh, yes. Yes. So we've got the Roman Reigns Sympathy Tour.
Yep.
Where they just continue to push all those interviews that he's done over and over and over. And look, God bless him for fighting the cancer that he has been fighting essentially his whole adult life.
Yeah.
But good Lord, we are taking this to way too much of an extreme when we see the same promo on every Raw and SmackDown when we're about ready to watch Roman Reigns come on. And so even if Roman Reigns isn't there, we see the promo over and over. Can Bray Wyatt just come and knock him out or something?
Right? Come and knock on my Roman.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for you.
Yowie wowie. Needless to say,
Yeah.
I do think that from a Smark perspective, Roman wins.
Yeah, that makes sense.
From a Mark perspective,
Yeah.
I am walking with Elias.
Shocker.
Thank you. Consistency. You should look it up.
I have none. So me,
Yeah.
you know me. I'm a big fan of fun. And
Like a fun house?
yeah, like a fun house. And it doesn't get much more fun than an Elias concert. I don't really have too much to say about how I feel like the match would go or should go, but as fun as it's been to not boo Roman for these past 2 months,
Right.
I would much rather cheer for Elias because he's my boy, than cheer for Roman because unfortunately he had to beat cancer again.
Right, of course.
So I too am going to mark to Elias, but I think you're right. Probably give Roman the rub.
So you're going to mark to Elias.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
See? That's pretty good.
Yeah, right.
Have you seen the clips? They don't really show them on the main show. I don't know why they don't. But for like some of the dark matches, they'll have Elias come out and they'll have Finn Balor out there and they'll sing together.
I have seen that.
And recently in London they did Wonderwall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's hilarious. If you haven't got a chance to see it, it's really funny.
Nice.
Because the crowd really gets into it. The crowd loves it.
Yeah.
Women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
Money.
There has been an update. Alexa Bliss has not been cleared.
Boo.
Well, why do you care? You're not a fan of her anymore.
I'm allowed to like multiple wrestlers.
Right, you can.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's just sometimes you go all in. And
Hashtag
then
all in.
Double or nothing, you're like, oh, you know what, I'll pick somebody different.
Yeah.
But it's cool. No, yeah.
Sometimes just because they're a wrestler that I really like doesn't mean they're the best wrestler.
Yeah, and sometimes because you have this little figurine of Alexa, but now have this giant banner of Becky Lynch on your side of the ring.
Yeah.
It's I mean, you have always been a fan of Becky Lynch. Got it.
I have always been a fan of Becky Lynch.
No, that's cool, man. Keep marking. It's
all a work, kid.
So in her place,
yeah,
we have Nikki Cross.
Someone has finally come out to play with Nikki.
Finally.
Is that was that match what was it, the 4-way match?
Mm-hmm.
Was that worth checking out? Because I've seen the finish a couple times.
Dana Brooke has really been surprising to me, and supposedly, she just continues to be a workhorse behind the scenes.
I'm really proud of Dana Brooke. She looks like she's come a long way.
Recently, she's really stepped it up, and I don't know if it's because she's finally getting an opportunity or just making the most of what she's got. But she used to seem like she was going through the motions. Yeah. Now she's putting more behind it. Like she's easier to get behind. She might be a wild card in this match.
Remind me of all the ladies that are in this match.
You ready?
Yes.
You got Nikki Cross now. Natalya, Naomi, Dana Brooke, Bailey, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, and Mela is Money.
Yeah.
So, who do you got?
So, I am a huge fan of Nikki Cross. I loved her in NXT.
She was great in NXT.
And I would love to see them do something good with her in the main roster, since she hasn't really had much to do since she got called up, in January?
Yeah, she's really kind of been quiet.
Yeah.
If that's possible.
I would love to see them do something with her. I would also, like I said, I'm very proud of this new Dana Brooke that we've been getting, and I would love to see her get the rocket strapped to her, to use an overly used metaphor,
right?
And it kind of looks like either of them are easily poised for such a launching pad, because both of them are kind of getting recognition. So I could see either of them easily getting it. The problem is, which one do I want to have it more? And I think at this point, it's going to be more feel-good moment if Dana Brooke gets it.
Yeah.
So on that merit, I'm going to sway towards Dana Brooke for my mark.
Okay.
Smark side, I don't know. I feel like it's more likely to be like an Ember Moon or you said Mandy Rose was in this too. I could see Mandy Rose getting it.
Those are the two favorites.
Yeah. Just because I think she, out of the two of them, Ember Moon probably deserves it more.
Boy, we are right in line there. Ember Moon, from a Smark perspective, I agree.
Yeah.
Between her and Mandy Rose, I really think Ember Moon is the pick.
Yeah.
But I know it would be cool to see Dana Brooke.
Yes.
But I still have a soft spot for Bailey.
Yeah. Okay.
And to me, with everything going on with Becky Lynch, it would kind of be, Vince being very spiteful to be like, fine, you left, look what your tag team partner did. But for me, this is kind of a now or never moment for Bailey.
Right.
Because if Bailey wins, I think it puts her back in a legit scene. Right?
And kind of incentivizes her to stay.
Right.
Kind of like what they did with the Revival. Hopefully she doesn't get the same punishment once she does sign a 5-year contract. I feel so bad for the Revival.
Yeah. But then, so I have a soft spot for Bailey. I understand the Dana Brooke, and you and I talked about that, but let's be different. I'm gonna go Bailey.
All right. I respect that. Bailey is a great contender for it. I
would love to see it.
I think she could have some fun with the briefcase.
And I think she's the type of person that needs to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. That's what they need to get back to. They need to get away, and I think they've done that well with the last couple women's Money in the Bank winners.
Yeah.
You know, with Carmella last year.
Mm-hmm.
I know I wasn't for it.
Right.
But as it went along and as she, you know, she was impressive because
she did
she
a
wasn't
great job with it.
Right. She wasn't that ditzy blonde that was like,
she was
look at
conniving.
me. She was good. You know, it was impressive.
Yeah.
And before that, Alexa Bliss. You know, I mean, 2 times before. But
no, Carmella was the first, and then Alexa Bliss.
Did I miss that? I thought it was the other way. Anyway.
No, because remember, everyone got pissed off because James Ellsworth is technically the first women.
That's right. You're right. So anyway, what they did with those two, I thought was great.
Yeah.
So to me, putting Bayley in there, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, men's: Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, Rick O'Shea,
right,
Ali, Randy Orton, Andrade. I said it right that time.
Yeah, you did.
Finn Balor, and Sami Zayn, who beat Get These Hands
right
in order to get in.
I did happen to catch that because I was on location for work,
right,
and I was just flipping through channels, and I was like, oh, okay, wrestling's on. Well, that's something to watch, and it was like right in the middle of that match, and I was like, okay,
yeah.
I had no idea what the setup was for it or anything, but then. Fucking both. It was Drew and Baron Corbin came out, helped Sami win.
Yes,
and then they were like, "Oh, Sammy's been added, or Sammy's taken Braun Strowman's place," and I was like, "Oh, I think I think that'll be more interesting because Braun, I love Braun, but like he is, he's too big for a match like that.
It's stale with Braun right now.
Braun
Braun needs help.
Yeah." Braun needs a buddy. Nicholas,
I agree.
Get back in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, like somebody. Yeah.
Yeah. Sammy will be fun in this match. Ricochet is great in a ladder match. He has proven that a couple times.
Yep.
Drew's good. Baron is all right. Randy Orton's there.
Yeah, your favorite.
Yeah.
So who do you like?
Who do I like? I think Andrade would be great with the briefcase, and I think Sammy would be great with the briefcase. Just looking like long term, like who would have the most fun having the briefcase. Actually, you know what I would love, and I fear this is probably where you're going as well. I want to see what Zelina Vega does with the briefcase. So if Andrade wins, and then she's just always carrying it around like, oh, I'm gonna cash in for him. That. I'm gonna go with Andrade for my mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about Smark? Randy Orton.
God, if Randy gets this, I will consider canceling my subscription. I probably won't cancel. Yeah. Technically for the third time.
Yeah. That would be vintage.
Yeah,
if
right.
You did it.
Yeah. Vintage Chris Nolan. No, it's just something I've done before. Right. I think part of me thinks Rick O'Shea is probably going to get it. Although with both Drew and Corbin in the match, I could see this either like imploding them or being the thing that like solidifies them as a power couple. So I'm gonna go with Drew.
Yep.
For my Smark.
Great pick, and I'm right there with you from a Smark perspective.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre. I think he's got everything set up for him there. I think from a mark out, Ricochet is going to give you a great moment.
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's going to be a moment we're going to look back and be like, Ricochet. Can you imagine he did that?
Yeah.
But for me, it's Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
I'm going to mark out the Sami Zayn winning. I like his character right now.
I very much will be excited if he wins. Do not get me wrong.
I am going to jump out of my chair and be very excited if Sami Zayn wins, so I'm going to go there. WWE Championship. We've got Kofi Kingston against Kevin Owens.
This is going to be a great match.
I hope it is. there's still people that are very behind Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
But man, do I want Kevin Owens to win.
He is so good as just like a jackass who has a medal.
Yeah.
You know, like he has his trophy. He makes sure you know he has that trophy, and it's so good. His work. I love Kofi as the champion. I love the symbolism of him being awarded the championship finally.
Yep.
But Kevin Owens is really good with a shiny toy to show off.
I love it.
I think I would still mark out more for Kofi winning, just because that's he's more my boy in this race. You know, but Owens,
good.
Owens, Smark to Owens. You know, I could see.
You can see them moving the belt over like that.
Yeah,
I can't.
I see Kofi's win at WrestleMania being more of like okay, here, you got it. Now let's give it to somebody else.
And that was my thinking from a mark out perspective.
Yeah.
Because you had your WrestleMania moment.
Right.
But I still think they keep it on him. I think, unfortunately, as much as the Kevin Owens fans, such as ourselves, would love to see Kevin Owens win, because we see him as more of a legitimate champion, a long-standing champion, who I think they could have a repeat match at the next pay-per-view. But I'm marking out to Kevin Owens, 100%. But smart Kofi Kingston.
So we're flopped.
We are.
Yeah. We're Flip Gordon here.
Oh, well. Last but not least, we got the Universal Championship.
Yep.
Which I think and I hope is the match of the night.
Yeah, it has potential because two great performers.
And the build for these two has been really good on Raw. It's AJ Styles on the microphone, he's very good.
Yeah. What, you smoking that belt?
Yeah. So Seth Rollins, AJ Styles.
Yeah.
Man, I have this gut feeling that this match is going to end in some way, shape, fashion as a DQ.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They do like to do that to AJ Styles when they want him in a match, but they're not ready for him to have a belt.
Well,
they just get his foot stuck in the announce table.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
And you and I both know this. That if they're really going to set, because they both have pretty solid backing from the fans, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have the good versus evil here.
No.
Extreme
rules?
How are they going to build that?
Yeah.
Where they're going to have AJ Styles hit Seth Rollins with a low blow. Because that's how you make somebody a bad guy. You hit him low. So
that's what they did with Shinsuke.
I think something's going to happen where, I think AJ gets himself DQ'd because of something that happens. We're both looking forward to this match. I just worry.
You're not
about
looking forward to the ending.
I worry about a deflator.
Yeah,
because
a deflator mouse.
You can't exactly. You can't have.
That was a smart joke.
Well done. You can't have either one of them lose clean the first time they fight, because I think they want to do this again.
Yeah. Do they use this to be how they get the club involved with AJ Styles?
If the club stays.
Yeah. Well, is that the way that they incentivize the club staying?
No, if behind the scenes, maybe.
Yeah,
that's
what I mean.
Yeah. Behind the scenes, maybe.
Get some screen time, maybe.
I would be
get
fine
some
with
money
that.
for your hot Asian wife.
Yes, an adorable kid, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, I see. Chris, that's the type of stuff that they need to be doing.
Yeah. Because what better way for them to not have a clean finish than for it to be looking like Seth is about to win clean, and then the club run in and DQ's better than a loss.
Yep.
Yep.
They save their boy.
Exactly, and that in theory doesn't knock him back to the back of the non-existent line because nobody cares about that shit anymore.
Yeah. Bring back the club. I mean,
Right?
I'm fine with that.
I love them. I love them when they're all together.
Yes.
Beat up John Cena.
Yeah, I'm all about that. So
Yeah.
so unfortunately, I think this is going DQ. However, if something like that happens, I'm okay with the DQ finish.
Yeah.
I worry about the low below DQ finish.
Yeah.
That we're all going to roll our eyes, and I'm going to be like, F this.
Yeah. When will they learn to wear a cup?
Yeah, exactly. Well, was it AJ Styles wore a cup for one of the matches with Shinsuke?
Did he?
I think
Did he
so.
finally do that
think
after
so.
like the 4th time?
Yeah, exactly. But I think they keep the belt on Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
From a smart perspective, I'm there.
Yeah.
I think the year of Seth Rollins continues. I'm going to mark out to him.
Okay.
But I do think it's going to be a DQ match.
Fair.
So I think this is going to be a wash anyway.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what we pick.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Because I'm interested in, or because I'm like kind of hoping that we get some of that good old fashioned AJ Styles heel work. I'm hoping that they find a way to do the heel turn in a way that doesn't get him disqualified. You know,
Okay.
I'm ref distraction or something like that, and then Heart of Hearts club gets involved, and like that, and that's the way that they symbolize the heel turn, but it doesn't cause a DQ, and AJ wins that way. I would get soups excited for that.
If that happens, then you have earned the GCW championship
right?
belt.
Right?
In my mind, you earned it.
Vince, call me next time. Give me the book.
Well, he could do a last minute thing. I mean, he's done that
he is
before.
He is not above last minute changes.
There could be a wild card.
Yeah. Oh, God. But yeah. So I whether it's in the match or if it's after the match, I would love to see an AJ heel turn and the belt being kind of the thing that like pushes that along.
Okay.
So I'm going to mark to AJ Styles.
Good.
I agree with you on the smart side though. Seth is somebody that can be a long-term champion. So I don't see any reason to take it off of him right this minute.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I feel like they could have a good, reoccurring rivalry going on
I'm good
for a
with
while,
that.
and you don't need a belt change for that.
No.
Even if they both stay pretty facey, like you could still have, well, you're good, but you're not as good as me, kind of like challenges every once in a while, So AJ Styles, that's who I'm going to be more excited for, but Seth probably gonna win.
I'm going to be most excited if they do what we talked about at the beginning and bring in somebody, some random call up that we can get behind, or whoever they've just signed, like something. Give us something to believe in.
Yeah. Tell me something good.
There you
go. Who would you like to see come in? Like just dream booking. Doesn't have to make sense. Doesn't have to follow. You could say Chris Jericho comes back. Like, if that's your dream, live your dream. What's what do you think would make you most happy right now?
Unfortunately, they're fighting. So but I would love to see the Undisputed Era.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious as to how this storyline goes with them.
Your boy Roderick Strong, getting all huffy puffy.
Hothead Roderick Strong.
Yeah, and then Adam Cole Bebe.
Mm-hmm.
But to me that would be great.
Yeah,
I would tune in.
Yeah. Are they trying to be the next Bullet Club, and that's how they're going to send Adam Cole Bebe up, is by kicking him out of the group?
Great.
A la what they do every time a new like when Cody came in and they kicked out Kenny Omega.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Right.
So,
Okay.
I don't know. Just a thought.
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see.
Not a sermon, just a thought.
There you go.
Yeah, for all you local fans.
Thank you, Lon Solomon.
Yeah.
Well done. All right, so that's it.
Yeah.
Hey, Double or Nothing. Are you watching?
It depends on how much it costs, because I like to watch things legally.
100%, yeah.
So if I can find a good deal on, because I don't even know if they've released how you will be able to watch it.
Yeah, I thought there was a network over. Was there a European? Station?
The British guys that I follow are super excited because there's a deal.
GTV or something like that.
Possibly, but I think that's just for the the European fans. I don't know if that's for the American fans.
Well, I did see that they scored TNT, which is really great for them.
Yeah,
and
solidifying them as the new WCW.
Hey, take
but
it.
Hey,
good for them.
I do feel that Cody has a better mind for the business than all 12 people that they had in charge of WCW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And better than what old man Vince is doing right now. Supposedly Trips is pretty frustrated.
Vince is pushing people away, like myself and Sasha Banks. And I totally understand.
Well, he better knock it off, because I don't know if I can carry this podcast. It's just a co-host with the co-most. Hi, everybody. This is Timmy C with
you just sit there
the co-host
in
of the co-most. So I'm going to smirk and mark to this. What do you think? I'm Chris the Puppet. I'm going to do it. It's...
I don't know. I'm going to flip-flop again this week.
It'll be Timmy's Funhouse. Yowie wowie. I don't know any people that might like that. Right. But anyway. All right. Well, until the after show, good luck. Enjoy your belts for one more weekend.
I will. I'm gonna brush my teeth and look at them.
Whatever.
Look at them in the mirror image.
Whatever.
All right.
All right. Drinks on you, Malt. SJY 3000. We out.
Don't forget to shout out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I can't forget. My younger sister loves this, huh?
Yeah.
She's a celebrity. Yeah. Every time I talk about her.
Tell the story.
I
told me when you got in.
I saw her and her boyfriend Ben.
Right.
Which is great.
Good old Ben.
Hey, it's great. They're still together. Great guy.
Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah. They were over at my house for my son's birthday, and sure enough.
Also, happy birthday to your son.
Oh, thank you. He says thank you.
Happy Mother's Day to your wife.
Oh, she says thank you. Both great people.
Yeah.
Good people.
Yeah. Very quick with their thank yous. I appreciate that.
Well, yeah. I mean, we don't like to delay our thank you notes and our thank you responses.
Fair.
We're right on it.
Yeah.
Because then we'll forget.
It's very polite.
Yeah. With nowadays, you got to do it quick.
Yeah.
No, but she was really impressed that I gave them a shout out for listening to the podcast, and we need all the listeners we can get.
We do.
So we'll take it.
Yeah.
So there's your shout out, Emily.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time.
See ya.
See ya. Bye.
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 See ya.
See ya. Bye.